Welcome to the Online Digital Marketing Podcast. We'll be discussing marketing strategies, trends, and tips that will help your business succeed in the digital age. Every episode, we'll be interviewing industry professionals and providing valuable insights on how to leverage digital tools for maximum engagement and ROI. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on the latest trends in online marketing.
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Awesome. Well, today we're going to be diving deep into meta ads.
Ooh, meta ads. Nice.
Yeah. Specifically, we're going to be looking at how top direct-to-consumer brands are using these ads to connect with their audiences.
Interesting.
Yeah. And we've got some really, really interesting insights here that are pulled from an analysis of 101 top-performing brands.
Wow, 101?
Yeah.
That's a lot of data.
It is. All courtesy of customers.ai.
I'm excited to hear what they found.
Me too. And I'm really looking forward to unpacking all this with you because there's some interesting psychology behind it all.
You know me, I love the psych angle.
I know. So let's jump right into the first strategy, which is audience-centric creativity.
Catchy.
Yeah. And, I have to admit, when I first saw this term, I kind of rolled my eyes a little.
I feel that. Another marketing buzzword, right?
Right. But digging deeper, it's actually a really smart approach, I think.
Oh, for sure. So what's the core idea here?
Well, it's all about recognizing that your audience, they're not just one big blob of people, they're individuals.
Right, with their own unique needs and desires.
Exactly. And these top brands, the ones that are really winning on Meta, they get that.
Yeah, they're not just trying to appeal to everyone, they're getting specific.
So it's less about casting a wide net and more about crafting these really personalized messages that resonate with very specific groups of people.
Like a message in a bottle, but it's targeted.
Exactly. Washing up right on your target audience's feed. I love that analogy.
It's all about relevance. You're scrolling through your feed, and bam, you see something that speaks directly to you.
And you're more likely to pay attention. Makes total sense.
It's psychology 101. We're drawn to things that feel personally relevant.
It's true. Okay, let's get specific. Customers.ai, they highlight Third Love as a really great example of this strategy in action.
Oh, I've seen their ads. They're definitely eye-catching.
Right. What are they doing that's so different?
Well, instead of just putting out those generic ads about bras, they really zone in on specific comfort issues and fit challenges that women face.
Ah, interesting.
They're speaking directly to the women who have struggled to find bras that actually fit well.
Right. The struggle is real.
It is. And Third Love, they're validating those frustrations, and then they present their product as the solution.
That's smart. They're not just selling a product, they're connecting with a need.
Exactly.
But what about, brands that are selling products that maybe don't have that kind of universal pain point? What about something like workwear, for example?
Good question. Actually, Brunt Workwear is a fantastic example of this. They have this ad where they just straight up spray a hose at their waterproof sweatshirt.
Wait, really? Like they just soak it?
Yeah. It's simple, but man, is it effective. You immediately see how durable that sweatshirt is.
No fancy jargon, no over-the-top promises.
Right.
Just here's our product, watch it work.
Exactly. It's the show, don't tell principle in action. And visuals, they're so powerful, especially on platforms like Meta, where people are scrolling.
Yeah, you need to grab their attention fast.
Exactly. A strong visual, it bypasses all that rational thinking and goes straight for the emotional center of the brain.
I get it. It's like I'm a busy construction worker, I'm scrolling through my feed, and boom, I see this sweatshirt getting drenched. Suddenly, I'm not just seeing a sweatshirt, I'm feeling the relief of staying dry on a job site.
Nailed it. They're not just listing features, they're creating an experience.
So what I'm seeing here is how these, seemingly simple strategies, they're actually based on some pretty complex psychological principles.
Oh, absolutely. And we're just scratching the surface here. There's a whole world of behavioral science behind why certain ads work and others just totally flop.
Fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's bring this back to our listeners.
Yeah.
Let's say someone's listening right now. They're excited about this audience-centric creativity idea, but they're feeling a little overwhelmed. Like, where do I even start? What's one actionable step they can take today?
Honestly, the first step is to really, truly understand your target audience. Really get inside their heads.
Okay, so go deeper than demographics.
Way deeper. Think about their psychographics. their values, their beliefs, their aspirations.
What keeps them up at night? What are they searching for?
Exactly. Move beyond who are they and ask, what do they need?
I like that. What do they need? That's a great starting point.
Once you understand that, you can start crafting ads that speak directly to their needs, their emotions.
But there's a balance, right? Like we want to connect with them on their level, but we don't want to dumb things down or come off as inauthentic.
You're right. It's about finding that sweet spot where you're meeting them where they are, but also elevating them.
Elevate, not imitate. I like that. Okay, so we've talked about understanding our audience's needs, but what about their desire for authenticity? Does that still matter in this world of perfectly curated social media?
Oh, authenticity is more important than ever. I'd argue it's the key to cutting through all the noise and actually connecting with people.
Yeah, people are craving realness, transparency. They want brands that feel human.
100%. It's like we're so bombarded with this polished perfection online that anything raw and real just stands out.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Exactly. And the brands we're looking at today, they're proving that authenticity isn't just some feel-good concept, it's a winning strategy.
So how are these brands bringing that realness into their meta ads? Give me the goods.
Okay, one brand that's doing this really well is OneBlade. They have these video ads where they're giving away their razors, and they capture people's genuine reactions when they receive them.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. They're so joyful.
It's contagious, right? It feels like you're watching a group of friends, not some slick marketing campaign.
And it goes beyond just showcasing happy customers. It's like they're building a community.
Exactly. There's this shared excitement, this sense of belonging. And that's so powerful, especially now when people are craving connection.
I totally agree. So it's not just about showcasing your product. It's about showcasing the people who use it and the positive impact it has on their lives.
You got it. And that kind of authenticity, it can't be faked.
People can sniff out a phony a mile away, especially online.
For sure.
Okay, so let's say I'm a small business owner. I don't have a massive budget for video ads. How can I bring more authenticity into my meta ads without spending a fortune?
User-generated content. Share those testimonials, reviews, photos of people using your product in their everyday lives. It's real people, real love for your product.
It's like that saying, a picture's worth 1,000 words, but in this case, it's a real customer's photo that's worth 1,000 marketing dollars.
Exactly. Another great way to add authenticity. Behind-the-scenes content. Give people a glimpse into your brand's personality, your process. Show the faces behind the brand.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like inviting people in, letting them see the real you.
It humanizes your brand. Makes people feel like they're part of something special.
And that's what sets great brands apart. They're not just selling products, they're building relationships, fostering trust.
Creating a community.
All right, so we've got audience-centric creativity, we've got authenticity, two really crucial strategies for creating meta ads that connect with people. But there's one more piece of the puzzle that we need to explore: visual storytelling.
Yeah, visual storytelling is key.
What can you tell us about that?
Well, it's where art meets science, you know?
I like that.
You're trying to capture attention, and in this world of endless scrolling, you have to do it fast.
It's true. It's funny because you mentioned scrolling, and it makes me think about how much our attention spans have changed.
Oh, for sure. You have to hook people instantly.
Absolutely.
And that's where visual storytelling comes in. It's about harnessing the power of imagery.
To make a real impact.
Ex-
Okay, Customers.ai, they highlight some brands that are really nailing this, like NYX. I love their period underwear.
Oh, NYX. Yeah, they're great. What stood out to you about their ads?
Well, they have this one ad where they do this before and after comparison. It shows the difference between their modern underwear and traditional pads.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. So simple, but so effective.
Right. It instantly shows you the benefits of their product in a way that words just can't.
It's true. I remember seeing that ad, and it stopped me mid-scroll. It wasn't just a pretty picture. It was like, wow, that's actually a really smart solution.
Right. And it addressed a problem I've been dealing with for years.
Exactly. That's visual storytelling done right. It goes beyond just aesthetics. It taps into that problem-solution element that drives us to make purchases.
So it's not just about pretty pictures. It's about using those visuals to solve a problem for the viewer.
Precisely. Another great example is Mizzen. They make kitchenware, and they use these carousel ads to show their chef's knife slicing through all kinds of foods.
Oh yeah, those ads are mesmerizing. You can practically feel the sharpness of the blade.
Right. It's brilliant. They're not bogging you down with text or jargon. They're just showing the product in action. Let the visuals do the talking.
Okay, so I'm a small business owner. Maybe I have a limited marketing budget. How can I start incorporating visual storytelling into my meta ads?
Well, start by thinking about what makes your product unique. What problem does it solve? What are its key features? And can you demonstrate those visually?
So if I'm selling like a cleaning product, maybe I show a messy room being transformed into this sparkling clean space.
Perfect. Or if you're selling a fitness program, you could show a client's transformation over time.
And what about those carousel ads? They seem pretty effective for visual storytelling.
Oh, they're great. You can create a little mini narrative showing different aspects of your product or different ways to use it. Take your audience on a journey.
Okay, so show, don't tell. Use visuals that highlight your product's benefits and experiment with different ad formats like before and after or carousel ads.
Exactly. It's all about grabbing attention quickly, communicating value, and making that emotional connection.
It's amazing how these three strategies, audience-centric creativity, authenticity, and visual storytelling, they all work together.
They really do. They're like pieces of a puzzle, you know? When they all come together, you get this complete picture of what truly effective marketing looks like.
It makes me think about how much the whole marketing landscape has shifted. It's not about interrupting people with your message anymore.
It's about adding value to their lives.
Understanding their needs, being transparent about who you are as a brand, and telling stories that resonate.
And these DTC brands, they're leading the charge in this new era of marketing. They're not just selling products, they're creating movements.
Building brands that people want to be a part of.
Making a difference.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here. And I know you listening out there are probably thinking, okay, this is all great, but how do I actually apply these strategies to my own business?
That's the big question, right?
It is. And it's going to be different for every brand, every audience. But before we jump into that, I want to hear from you.
Yeah, what resonated with you most today? Was there a particular example or insight that made you think, aha, that's it?
What felt most relevant to your own brand?
We want to hear from you.
But before you go, I want to leave you with one final thought.
In a world that's absolutely saturated with ads, how do we balance the need for authenticity with the desire to stand out?
It's tricky, right?
It is. There's no easy answer. But I think the first step is to ask yourself, what do I truly believe in? What are my values? What do I want my brand to stand for?
Because when you're clear on your own values, it makes it so much easier to create marketing that feels authentic and true to who you are.
And that's where the magic happens. You're not just selling a product, you're sharing a piece of yourself with the world.
And that's what people connect with. That's what builds trust and loyalty.
That's how you create a brand that lasts.
Absolutely. All right, so much to think about. We'll be back next time to dive even deeper into these ideas and explore some more specific strategies for putting all of this into practice.
Can't wait.
So it's easy to get lost in the algorithms and, all the technical stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But at the end of the day, it really is about human connection, right?
It always comes back to that. It's people connecting with people.
Yeah. And that's something I try to remember, especially when I'm feeling overwhelmed by all the changes in digital marketing.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's constantly changing. It's hard to keep up.
It can feel like a whirlwind.
Yeah.
But I think the fundamentals, they kind of stay the same, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's about understanding your audience, crafting a message that resonates, and delivering it in a way that actually connects.
And that feels authentic.
Right. Authenticity is key.
It's the key that unlocks everything else. If you're not authentic, you're just another voice lost in the noise.
You're just shouting into the void.
Exactly. Well, folks, that brings us to the end of another deep dive. We really hope you found these insights valuable and, more importantly, actionable.
Yeah, we want you to be able to take this information and actually use it.
Put it to work.
Yeah.
And we hope you'll keep exploring these ideas, experimenting, finding what works best for you.
It's all about trial and error. See what resonates with your audience.
Exactly. Remember, marketing is a journey.
It's not a destination.
It's a constant process of learning and adapting.
Evolving. Never stop learning.
Stay curious, stay creative, and most importantly, stay true to yourself.
That's the best advice I can give. Be yourself. Let your brand's personality shine through.
Because at the end of the day, the best marketing, it comes from the heart.
It does. When you're passionate about what you're doing, it shows.
Until next time, happy marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught up in all the, tactics and the algorithms.
Right.
But ultimately, it really comes down to that human connection.
It always does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's something I try to remind myself of, especially when I'm feeling overwhelmed, by this ever-changing world of digital marketing.
It's a lot to keep up with. There are always new platforms, new strategies, new trends popping up every day.
It's true. But I think the fundamentals, they kind of stay the same.
Yeah, I agree. What would you say those fundamentals are?
Well, it's really about understanding your audience, crafting a message that truly resonates with them and then delivering it in a way that connects on a human level.
And doing it all in a way that feels authentic to your brand and your values.
Exactly. Authenticity is key. Without it, you're just another voice in the crowd.
Just another ad getting lost in the noise.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, folks, that brings us to the end of another deep dive.
Sad to see it end.
Me too. But I hope you found these insights valuable and, more importantly, actionable.
We really hope you can take what we've talked about today and use it to improve your own marketing efforts.
Yeah, experiment. See what works for you and your brand.
And remember, marketing is a journey, not a destination.
It's an ongoing process of learning and adapting and evolving.
So stay curious, stay creative, and most importantly, stay true to yourself.
Because at the end of the day, the best marketing comes from the heart.
Absolutely.
Until next time, happy marketing, everyone.
Ready to take your online business to the next level? Subscribe to our digital marketing podcast and then join our Accountability for Success Mastermind. With expert advice from industry leaders, you'll gain knowledge and insights that will help you succeed in today's digital marketing world. From social media strategies to search engine optimization, we have all the tools you need. Learn from successful entrepreneurs and take control of your online success. Join the Accountability for Success Mastermind now at bit.ly/AFSM podcast.